The magic of Macy's was nowhere to be found, and it sent a chill through the retail sector. The department store that many consider to be a bellwether for the industry reported a sharp drop in quarterly sales, and it lowered its earnings guidance for the year, something many investors don't want to see heading into the holiday season. And that sent shares lower, falling nearly 14%, its worst day since 2008. Courtney Reagan has more on Macy's meltdown.
For the second straight quarter, the magic was missing at Macy's. The department store beat profit expectations, but reported disappointing sales and cut its full-year earnings forecast. CEO Terry Lundgren said many of the issues that plagued the retailer earlier in the year have gotten worse, including declining tourist spending at some of its highest volume and most profitable big city stores, and unseasonably warm weather crimping sales of cold weather merchandise.
The reality is, particularly in the Northeast, it is much warmer this year than last, and so we expect that's going to continue. It's not going to. Those things are just not going to change dramatically, I don't believe. And at some point in time, you run out of days, right, to sell through the inventory, because December 27th comes and the volume just drops off precipitously. So earnings is forecast down for fourth quarter because we're going to take markdowns. We're going. I mean, great for consumers. Consumers are going to have a field day.
Macy's also said sales of merchandise like handbags, jewelry, and accessories also slowed. While Macy's stock posted its biggest loss in more than 7 years, not every analyst thinks it spells trouble for the long term.
It's still a very powerful place with great vendors, great brands, a very attractive online business, very steady free cash flow generation. So I think there's a place for Macy's in the long term, but just acknowledging the near term, there's some pressure, and the company is really trying to figure out the right strategies to ensure that they're relevant to customers for the near and long term.
Not every retailer still waiting to report results will be hurt to the same degree from warmer weather and lower tourist spending. Last quarter, when analysts asked Nordstrom if tourist spending declines were an issue, executives said while they have tourists shopping in their big city stores, it's not a discussion point. Ahead of its full earnings release on Friday, JCPenney reported stronger than expected same-store sales. City analyst Paul Lejeune is betting off-price retailers like TJ Maxx, Ross Stores, and Burlington will be less affected by weather issues, and retailers like Lululemon and American Eagle that report later can point to better trends as the weather does get cooler. But there's still a full holiday season ahead. Anything can happen. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Courtney Reagan in San Francisco.